Hello and welcome to the first set of ShoDo Kamen Rider versus figures. This is wave 1. These actually came out a while ago, and I did get them a while ago. I was going to film them a while ago, but I actually I was supposed to help my friend get these, and they were sold in packs of 5. With either an extra V3 or an extra Ichigo. And so I picked up on the extra Ichigo because I thought, hey, I'll paint it into a Kamen Rider or Nigo or something, because they have the same mold. And then I had some problem with paint. At first I was like, I got so much to do, I can't paint it. And then I had some problems with paint because I couldn't get some of the Gundam marker pens in certain colors, which is what I use to paint these smaller things. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna have to find out find some other paint. And then Tamaya or Mr. Color paints just are not good for me. I don't know why they're so popular, but they're not good. So after a while, eventually I managed to find a few pens, and eventually I managed to pick up a few Gaia colors, little jars. They were 20 Hong Kong dollars for about 15 milligrams, 15 grams, I think. Grams, milligrams, and okay, those work. So I'm gonna, from now on in Asia, I'm gonna stick with Gaia Color because they're really good. Gundam marker pens, and if I'm in the UK, I'll pick up some Games Workshop stuff because I know they're a bit pricey, but they never fail me. So anyway, back to this. So you will see a Kamen Rider that I painted, as well as some things I'm gonna have to warn you about if you do intend to paint any of these yourself. So you got Ichigo, X, Apollo Geist, and V3. The boxes on these are very nice. Of course, these are candy toys, and they'll have a little piece of candy inside. And underneath to show the World Fun action figure, it says on the logo. I recommend the ages 15 and up. It was 165, I believe, for all 4 figures on the side here. You got and another very nice image of this. This is obviously aimed at the adult market because A, it's Show Riders, and B, the whole box design is just, well, it's very kind of classy, even though it's a candy toy. And just copyright on this side and warning informations and stuff. And on the back here, it shows you what you get inside the box, really, different hands and different poses that you can do. So enough of that. Let's take a quick look at the figures. Let's go with Ichigo first. Now the ShoDo stuff started with Dragon Ball figures, and the Dragon Ball figures were sold in little card backs. I think, as always with Japanese card backs, the card is not glued down to the plastic shell. The plastic shell usually folds over the card back, and there's some sellotape or something to hold it up. So here's Ichigo, and looks pretty good. Now in terms of scale, I'm just going to come back quickly. Here's the Ghost Tamashi thing. They are the same scale. So these are the same size as the gimmicky figures. So if you have any of these gimmicky figures, you already have some other riders to go with them. Right there. Now the thing is with these guys, they don't have a gimmick with them. However, without the gimmick, more of the budget can go towards the paint jobs and details of the figure. Now, that's not to say the paint jobs are excellent here. There's still a lot of paint missing from these guys, but decent enough. They do have paint that goes all the way around. For example, the belt, the back of the belt's painted, back of the helmet and the scarf is a single red piece of plastic. So there's still a lot going on there. It's not like these figures where the back is almost bare. Well, he has paint on the back, but yep, same size as the gimmicky figures. I think Ghost is same height. Now, without a gimmick going on, more of the budget also goes towards the articulation, and there's a lot more articulation with these compared to the gimmicky figures. So, first of all, the head articulation is very similar. It's just a ball peg. So, you can look up, kind of look down, sideways, full rotation. Of course, there's a ball peg. Arm, you can go up in full rotation. Well, it's a bit tight, but you can do it. And, the joint feels weird now. I think the joint inside, oh, there we go. And you have articulation here, which doesn't always happen with, hardly ever happens with a figure this small. A single elbow joint, and these gloves are swappable, and they're on a little peg system, so you can you rotate that. You got a torso articulation, which you never see with these small figures, which is just a ball peg again. And the legs go up, down, full rotation here, single joints there, and the feet are also on a little ball peg. You can see it's even painted underneath the boots. So it's quite easy for this guy to pose in the rider kick position, which is good. So I'm gonna stand him up in the henshin sort of position. Oh, let me just move his arm up. It's a bit tight, but should be able to do it. There we go. Ichigo standing in the classic pose. Now, Ichigo also comes with a few extra hands. 4 extra hands. So he's got the fist, 1 fist there. So in total he has 2 fist hands, 2 flat open palms, and 2 kinda relaxy hands, and they all plug into this little base, which is similar to the base that you got with the Action 66 Kamen Riders. They had a similar base like this. I don't like these bases too much, but they do work. There is a plug on the back of the torso, which is useful for plugging in any Tamashii stages. So if you do want to pose a more epic pose and you do have some Tamashii stages lying around, you can do that. And of course these, well, they're a bit loose on a Tamashii stage, but they definitely fit. So next we have Kamen Rider V3. You see that? He's got a lot of details going on. I like the details going on here. The only downside of these guys is they do not have any compound eyes, which is annoying. But anyway, apart from that, the details there are very nice. And yep, these antennae are pretty solid. And if I'm not mistaken, the paint job on this is pretty good. Even on the belt is mostly just silver paint, but it does have the V and does have red paint on there. And he also has these a lot of paint going on, different colors going on the back. There's a lot of details going on this guy. V3 has also fist hands, relaxed hands, which almost, I think they're the same mold, because V3 and Ichigo and Nigo have the same gloves, just different color. Riderman has the same gloves as well. So same mold. The only difference is he has these two sort of these two posing hands. Unfortunately, they're not in the V shape, which is a swear word symbol. But they're in the more modern sort of fingers closed stance, which is really annoying. I want it to be the V, you know, like that. So much cooler. And of course, with his sort of shape there on his collar, it does block some articulation, but he can still look up quite a bit, look down quite a bit. So it's all good. Next, we have Kamen Rider X. There he is. Ooh. His little belt there. Yeah. For articulation. He can't bend forward too much because of this X shape going on. Now his scarf is not painted, which might bother some because, you know, if you know what he looks like, he's got a huge yellow paint job on the scarf. So you're gonna have to paint that yourself, unfortunately. Sure, I might get some yellow paint and paint that. He does come with his trusty stick, but the stick here has got red paint on the end. However, this is where a lot of these pieces are stuck on a little bracket that you have to, like a model kit, they have to snap out, and this is where it's joined on the bracket on the end. So the little red bit is well, you know, the paint is removed because that's how it's been stuck there. So and yeah, you should be able to hold this easily, but he has to hold it on the end. X has the same handset as V3, even with the 2-finger thing, so he's got that as well. I don't remember him doing that, but having a pose that requires those 2 fingers like that, but oh well, I haven't actually seen the X series yet, so I might be mistaken. But yeah, apart from the scarf paint, he looks okay. The 4th and final figure in this set is Apollo Geist, the original version. He only comes with an extra pair of fists. The shield here and the gun are permanently attached to the hands holding them. And the gun is painted silver on the end, and well, I say permanently attached, it's been built that way, like the handle is permanently attached as well, anyway. And this huge cape is a softfish material, not too soft, so don't think you can sit him down with the cape or anything. You're gonna have to make your own. So there you go. And you know, it's got all the details that he should have, and I think he does look pretty good. So yeah, It's nice. Now, before I go on to the custom painted figure, just want to mention that the Wave 2 has already been announced, and it has a few more show riders. It has Ichigo and Nigo, so it's got a repaint of this middle figure right here. It has Shocker combatants. It has a few of has a Riderman, I think, and at least, apart from Shocker combatants, at least 2 different Shocker monsters. There's one of the big sort of triangle head thing, and there's also a hidden figure, which is probably just going to be a Shocker combatant in a different color. I don't know, maybe. So this thing is doing okay, and these feel like a miniature version of SH Figuarts. They have accessories, they have a lot of articulation, and decent enough details for a cheap, small figure. Now, of course, these will no way replace SH Figuarts because A, the different scale, and B, they don't have as much accessories and as much details as the big ones. But if you don't have the space and you can't afford SH Figuarts, but you do want highly posable small Kamen Rider figurines, you might want to consider these. These are a lot smaller than the usual stuff. I think they're similar size to small action figures from Hasbro. I don't actually have any of those figures lying around, so I can't really tell. So yeah, before we move on, just want to say, of course, don't forget you also have Dragon Ball Z figures to go along with this line as well. So who knows what other line they will do. Speaking of Dragon Ball Z, they did announce those little figures that kind of look like Lego figures, so I do hope they go on to Kamen Rider after Dragon Ball Z. Anyway, so yeah, the custom painted one, I did a Shocker Rider, so you can see I painted all the gloves in yellow. This is the Gundam marker pen paint. I used a paintbrush, but I just poured the paint out from the pen and painted it. I think I painted 2 layers here, and maybe I need a 3rd layer, not sure, just to cover up dark colors. But anyway, we'll move that there, and we'll move on to the Shocker Rider. Now, this also comes with a warning of the actual figure. At first, I soaked this in this figure in soap water, and in order to do that, I decided to take it completely apart, including the antenna and everything, and the legs, everything, and put it in soap water. Now, here's the thing with Ichigo. I don't know about the other 3. But they'll probably be the same. With Ichigo, the ball peg at the bottom of the legs are so fragile that if you try to remove any foot, you will break the leg. Both legs snapped instantly. At first I thought, the first leg I was like, is this my fault? Did I bend it too much? And then later when I tried to push this foot back onto the leg, the other one snapped as well. So here's the thing, whatever you do with these figures, do not try and snap the legs off, the feet off the legs. It will break. And yeah, the torso joints survive, all the other joints survive, it's just the legs. And they're not even, they are thin, the little joints, but they're not that thin. I don't know why it happened. So anyway, let's talk about the different paint details. So all the gloves are painted yellow, the scarf's painted yellow. Oh, missed a bit of paint there, and I have to cover that red up as well. So that's in yellow. I of course went over the entire belt and made it red, and then put these black dots all over, and a black ring around here, the cyclone, and silver paint, and painted the trouser lines. You got these 2 lines coming down here on the leg and the arms. Added the back coloring here on these two green areas there, and I also painted the entire helmet in a lighter metallic shade. Repainted the black there because it got covered up a little bit. Colored the eyes into a brighter red, and of course gave it the silver coloring for the jaw piece, mouth piece, as well as just got a tiny, the line Gundam marker pen, just a little black line going down the jaw, just to make it stand out a little bit more. So how I fixed the leg was the usual stuff. I got the drill bit, drilled both ends of the snap, got a paper clip, snap a bit of the paper clip off, the paper clip, a metal one, to make sure it's tough, and just so in the end of I had a hole on each side of the joint, put the paper clip in there, super glued it so the paper clip is holding the 2 bits together, and yeah. So there you go, there's the Shocker Rider. I think I did a pretty good job painting him, apart from snapping the bloody thing. And he is. Shocker Rider. So there you go. If you've enjoyed this video, please consider clicking the like button, subscribe button, also leave a comment below how you feel about these figures, or maybe the Dragon Ball Z ShoDo figurines. Also check out a lot of my SH Figuarts Kamen Rider figures. I've reviewed so many of them, maybe like 100 of them. Also reviewed SH Figuarts Super Sentai, or you know, Power Rangers, DC, Marvel, Alien, Predator, and all that good stuff. And you can also check out my Lego and knockoff Lego reviews on my channel, hopefully without any ad block on. I appreciate that a lot, and I appreciate even more if you want to support me on Patreon so I can do more videos more often for you guys on toy reviews, because toys are expensive. Phew. But you don't have to do any of that. Most importantly, take care, have a nice day. I'll see you guys soon. Bye bye now.